Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. So let's take a look at the Chicago Bulls starting lineup.
Trey Lyles is out there with Buzelis. Then there's Anthony Simons. Then it's Josh Giddey. And it's Holmes in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for Milwaukee, Giannis plays the 4 with Porter playing at center. Then there's A.J. Green. Then there's Kevin Porter. And it's Rollins in at the 2 spot. There's Simons with a 3. Well, 2 of the best guards in the league going at it today, Grant. Is there a bit of bragging rights on the line?
You know, maybe not for the players themselves, B.A., but the fans will absolutely use this game as evidence when they argue why their guy is the best.
Boy, the overwhelming strength of Giannis just excels at fighting his way through the defense. Very impressive.
From deep, Giddey. Milwaukee with the rebound. A tough loss coming against Boston in their last game.
It was, frankly, embarrassing. I was shocked by their disorganization, and I think they were too.
Yeah, and you know, those losses really hurt when you can't get anything going your way, everything going against you. Very frustrating.
Here's Buzelis. After the basket by Milwaukee on the other end. And out of bounds. The Bucks will take it. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Portis, left side. Count that bucket.
Slick moves inside by Portis to avoid the defense for the hoop.
And that's out of bounds. Last touch by Giddey.
Yeah, a communication breakdown. 2 guys thinking in opposite directions. The pass winds up in the stands.
When you watch Bobby Portis, he's extremely physical, but he can also space the floor, Clark.
Yeah, I like that combination, B.A. It makes him a unique matchup and a tough matchup. I mean, one play he's thumping and bumping you around, and then on the next play, he's knocking down the 3, and he's doing it all with great energy and intensity.
Pass to Rollins. Back to Antetokounmpo. And Holmes pulls it down. Chicago has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. From deep, Giddey. Another 3 for Chicago.
Like, sometimes the threes can really boost your confidence, and I'm sure it'll do just that for Giddey.
Here's Rollins. Giddey defends. And down it goes. 2 points.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
They've really come out swinging, hitting 4 of their first 5 shots.
And here's Green from the arc. Cash assisting on the play with Porter.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Yeah, the response from Simons, a streaky 3-point shooter.
Here's Porter. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Simons finds Giddey. Let's go with a 3. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
And now the first timeout called here for Chicago. And Grant, for everything else he's accomplished, Giannis hasn't quite mastered the 3-point shot.
And you know, he hasn't had to, B.A. You want him inside, hitting on those high percentages, shutting down the lane defensively, and of course, controlling the boards.
And the Bucks will go for a different look here. Turner, he's checked in for Portis. Kuzma comes in for Antetokounmpo. Gary Trent Jr., he's checked in for Green. And it's Thomas in for Rollins. Then for Chicago, Tice is checked in for Holmes. Knox comes in for Lyles. And it's Morris in for Giddey. Lets the 3 fly. Counted from distance. Knox has got 6 points.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment here.
Simons against Thomas. On the wing, Kuzma. 6 to shoot. Left side, Porter. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Morris. Chicago leading by 9. Simons outside. We've got 1:28 left in the first quarter. Chicago passing it around. Here's Knox. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Now Milwaukee moving it up. And Kuzma the bucket on the assist by Porter.
Look at Kuzma getting jiggy with the dribble move right there, shaking off the defender and getting his shot up. That is sweet.
Here's Buzelis. He chipped in with 13 points in his last game. Now a moment to take a look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it's been trending for Kyle Kuzma.
Well, his scoring has dipped over the last few seasons, and sometimes that can be cause for concern. But it doesn't always tell the full story. You have to consider his role, his usage, as well as the other ways he contributes to the team.
Three-pointer, Buzelis gets the three to fall. He's got 6.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
Most teams get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide open looks at the three-point shot, but it seems like they have just not figured it out.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Simon's shot is good. Now Porter from deep. He's off on that one. Buried from outside. I don't know. I think we may get a review here. That was close. And indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be certain he beat the buzzer. And so it's Chicago with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. What has them in front right now, by and large, they're taking great shots. We'll be back in a moment. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
Cultivating a lot of assists right now, which is beautiful to see. Love the way they're working that ball around.
Inside, they have Giannis and Turner. Then it's Cam Thomas. Then it's Green. And it's Rollins in at the 1. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
Back to Giddey. Pass to Knox. The 3 is up. The shot's good on the assist by Giddey. Knox has got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Yeah, and they either have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away.
Kicks it out to Antetokounmpo. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
That's a costly error. Let's see how they bounce back.
Well, you know what? Their wounds are self-inflicted. I mean, you've got to play much smarter than that.
Bobby Portis has checked in for Milwaukee. Holmes, he's checked in for Chicago. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, the Bucks want to capitalize on their bigs. Coach Doc Rivers said, one advantage we have is our size, and the slower the game gets, the bigger we get. So taking opponents out of transition, making it a half-court game, allows us to be a big basketball team. Guys, back over to you.
Leveraging that tall timber. Allie, thanks very much for the report.
He has been dropping bombs since the tip. 3 triples in the first quarter, 2 more since then.
For the finish, flushes it down to finish the break.
And I think that play tells you everything you need to know. They're simply playing at a higher level, getting a steal and turning it into quick points.
Here's Knox. Another 3 for Chicago.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that 2-hander.
The Bucks trail by 15. You get the sense Giannis Antetokounmpo is hungry to get another title card.
Yeah, I agree with you there. I mean, he's definitely in the prime of his career and would like to add another Larry O'Brien trophy to his collection. He is getting older, but again, I think he's still in his prime, and he knows that while time is short, another championship could set him apart from a lot of the greats.
Here's Thomas. Up and in on the layup. Thomas has got his first 2 points.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Giddey passes to Joseph. For 3. And once again, off the mark by Chicago. The Bucks have gotten 5 of their first 6 attempts to fall in the second. Porter's shot is off.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
Lyles, the pass to Knox. Chicago passing it around. From behind the arc. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Giddey. Giddey's got 3 assists in the game.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
And Milwaukee decides to take their first time out here. Well, Clark, for a while there, it looked like the center position might be going extinct. Not so fast, though.
Well, you've seen Embiid and Jokic win MVPs recently. It's a skills game for sure, but size always helps.
And some changes here for the Bucks. Kyle Kuzma, he's checked in for Portis. Gary Trent Jr. comes in for Thomas. And it's Porter Jr. in for Rollins. And a new group getting ready for Chicago. Tice is checked in for Holmes. Buzelis comes in for Lyles. Simons is checked in for Giddey. And it's Micic in for Joseph. And here's Antetokounmpo. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. 19-point game. They'll be playing host to New Orleans for their next one. And that'll put them halfway through a 3-game homestand.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Micic, no good.
The shooter thought he had enough space, but the defender was right on him.
You know, that's a trademark of his defense. Quick to react, close down the shooter, and then affect the shot.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Pass to Buzelis. Takes the 3. He buries it from 3. Buzelis has got 9.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots. He's giving them a spark because he can't win this game all by himself.
Here's Simons. The 3 is up. Not going to go that time. Here's Porter. And Milwaukee tacks on 2 more.
There's some nice chemistry on offense. They're just taking what the defense allows.
Well, it's interesting. The defense continues to back off, expecting them to attack the rack, but they just continue to pull up and knock down those mid-range jumpers.
Here's Kuzma, and that comes off the assist by Green. Green's got 3 assists in the game.
Coach is loving the ball movement.
Over to the left wing. 3-pointer, Buzelis sinks the tray. Buzelis has got 6 in the quarter.
And with a smooth shot like that, I expect Buzelis to hit a ton of 3-pointers during his career.
Beyond the arc. And again, it's Chicago with a 3.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't...
A dominating first half of play, and so far it hasn't been close. Chicago at
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K. Chicago holding the upper hand after the first 2 quarters. They are way out in. That about wraps it up. Time now for the second half of the game. We go to Kevin.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. One guy who's been getting it done is Josh Giddey.
Well, if he's hit threes like he did in the first half, he's going to have a monster night.
Yeah, you know what? The defense is going to adjust. They'll be ready for him now, so I'm sure they talked a lot about how to slow him down.
Second half underway. Here's who Billy Donovan's got on the floor. Buzelis out there with Trey Lyles. Then it's Rashawn Holmes. Then there's Anthony Simons. And it's Giddey in at the 2-guard. Driving in. Kicks it out to Antetokounmpo. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Rollins. 3-pointer. And it's Chicago with a board. When this game is done, they'll be off to Toronto, taking on the Raptors. And that'll mark the end of this 5-game road trip. Three-pointer, Buzelis. Another three for Chicago.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
The Bucks trail by 20. Here's Porter. Good. 5 for 9 shooting so far.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
You know, Clark, last season saw the passing of Junior Bridgman, who played 10 seasons with the Bucks and whose jersey hangs in their rafters.
Yeah, he was a consistent, reliable scorer and just a quality teammate as well. But his legacy extends far beyond what he did in his 10-year career, which was quite impressive. His legacy as a businessman, philanthropist, community leader was, in many ways, unparalleled. Just a terrific guy and a great loss to Louisville, to the basketball family, but also to humanity. He was a shining star in all that he did for others.
On the wing, Green. And another miss by Milwaukee.
Just 1 for 4 thus far. They have not found their rhythm this half.
Launches a three. Another three for Chicago.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Here's Rollins. Giddey defends. Offensive rebound. Milwaukee shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts in the game.
Second team foul.
And he drops the first. Cameron Thomas checked in for Green. Lynn's checked in for Chicago. Joseph comes in for Giddey. So he gets them both. And Clark, for decades now, we've seen the Western Conference have the upper hand. Any reason you can fathom?
Not really, other than the tide shifts on occasion based on who the players are on teams in each conference. Maybe some of that frontier spirit coursing through, although I don't quite believe that as a major factor. One thing you see in the West, though, a lot of smaller market teams, and historically they've done a good job of how they run those clubs.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. It's always exciting to see a player with the hot hand. Klay Thompson knows a little something about that, and he said it's that flow state that any great athlete or artist, entertainer tries to get into. The one thing I learned is you can't force those great nights. You have to let them just happen. BA, back to you.
I can only imagine what that's like. Thanks a lot, Allie. Nails it from beyond the arc. Buzelis has got 36 points. Out to the wing. Here's Rollins. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The Bulls have gone a perfect 7 for 7 and looking strong in this 3rd quarter. Three-pointer, Buzelis. The rebound by Turner. Milwaukee has got nothing to fall here in the 3rd. 0 for 4. Such a unique player, Clark. Miles Turner. He's both a floor spacer and a rim protector.
There aren't too many guys like that in the league, BA. I mean, those are 2 very distinct skill sets, and to have them in one big guy like Turner, that's certainly something you relish and appreciate.
And another miss by Milwaukee.
2 minutes remaining in the 3rd.
The Bulls have gotten 8 of 9 to fall. Terrific offense so far in this 3rd quarter. Three-pointer, Buzelis. Ooh, excellent D there from Turner.
Great job of closing the space and getting a hand up.
And, you know, he's a guy who knows how to defend the three-point shot. He's not going to just give it to you. He's going to make you earn it.
Lyles, the pass to Lynn. To the wing on the left. Three-pointer, Buzelis fires in the triple. Buzelis has got 42 in the game.
Yeah, nice job by Buzelis connecting from the corner. The defense has to at least honor his three-point shot.
They need this. No good. A bit long that time.
Blown opportunity there. He's got to have a short-term memory. Forget about that one.
Fires the three. And again for 3.
And the threes just don't stop. Another shot and another make.
Yes, and he's starting to creep up that list now for the most three-pointers in a game. We'll see if he keeps it going.
I tell you what, Turner just has a beautiful touch down on the block. I mean, you get the ball where he wants it, he'll deliver for you.
Here's Porter. Somehow scores the layup in traffic. Porter's got 8 points here in the quarter. Pass to Buzelis. To the inside. Chicago passing it around. Fires for 3. And again, it's Chicago with a three.
3 points.
Very consistent tonight at the offensive end. Right there, he helps fuel the fire.
And here's Thomas from the arc. The shot, no good. Oh, and a fast break for Chicago. Another bucket. Wow.
My goodness, 50 for the game.
Just putting on a show. From deep. No luck on that one. At the end of the third quarter, a huge lead. This one may have already been decided. Chicago ahead, just dominating this one. And right after this, we'll bring you the start. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You can count on him to deliver a few assists like this one each and every night.
It sure is. I mean, he's a maestro. Great vision, terrific IQ, everything you want in a point guard.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. We've got Kyle Kuzma. Gary Trent is out there with Gary Harris. Good! Another from 3.
And this is a historic shooting night for him. Tied for third now for most threes in a game.
And the points keep piling up and the threes keep dropping in. He is red hot from downtown.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially
Connects again from distance.
There it is, a shot that puts him tied at the top of the record books.
Masterclass in three-point shooting. Amazing. Harris. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
aggressive offensive player. When Harris has a quality look inside, he takes advantage of it.
And out of bounds, Milwaukee will have it. And a quick look at how the Chicago Bulls schedule is shaping up. On Thursday, they're off to Toronto to face off with the Raptors. And then on Saturday, they'll be taking on Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets.
What a great opportunity for this team to take a step forward. They have some tough road games coming up, and that kind of stretch can bring a team together. Winning some of these games would be huge for their overall confidence.
Anthony Simons, he's checked in for Chicago. Three-pointer, Buzelis, and again for three.
Unbelievable. Gets the record with a beautiful three.
It's a new single-game high-water mark for triples.
And the only thing that can slow down his three-point onslaught, a break in play.
This crowd can do nothing but watch in awe. He has been spectacular.
That basket has to look as wide as a swimming pool for him right now, because he is splashing in every three he takes.
Lyles, he's checked in for Chicago. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth. Here's Micic. Simons outside. Three-pointer. Another three for Chicago. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Bulls.
I like the fact that they've been very aggressive at the defensive end. Tenacious. They're jumping passing lanes and coming away with a lot of steals.
And another note, how about the way they've cashed in off turnovers? Taking advantage when given the extra opportunity.
And it's Lyles missing.
That's how you stay connected to a shooter. Was right in his jersey.
Trent for three. Rebounded by Lyles. For Chicago, they've gotten 4 of 5 attempts to fall so far in the fourth. Here's Micic. Knocks it down from distance.
They've had a hard time shutting down the three-point shot.
And they're not making up for it with their own shots from deep either, so that's a double-edged sword there.
Kuzma, that's good.
Hey, guys, no better answer than that. Right back at you. Kuzma not taking any time getting those points back.
And here's Simons outside. Another three for Chicago.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
Well, you know, that's exactly their plan here in the fourth. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes.
Harris's shot is good.
Perfect from the field this quarter. Gotta wonder how long he can sustain it.
Pass to Knox. From downtown. Micic, no good. And Harris has got the ball here for the Bucks. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth.
Just another example of Harris taking what the defense allows. Sees the soft spot and attacks.
The Bulls have gotten 6 of 8 shots to fall during this fourth. Here's Lyles. Drops in the 3.
Woo! That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first.
And the basket by Trent.
How about the work inside that time by Trent Jr.? Just taking what the defense gives him.
Lets it fly. Micic, no good.
And that's a low percentage shot, and I'm sure he knows it.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving. Get something better.
Harris misses.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Here's Fernando. There's Simons with a 3. The rebound by Sims.
Had their fingerprints all over this matchup tonight. Just an impressive victory
For the Bulls.
You can score without sharing the ball, but it can be a whole lot easier when guys are assisting one another.
Yeah, they were very patient. They were also unselfish, and ultimately, that's why they were so efficient.
And so this will lock down their 15th win of the year. And what a huge performance it was for Matas Buzelis.
We saw him get a lot of touches tonight, and he wasted very few of them. Really made himself the backbone of their offense. Good heads-up basketball. Sees an opening and capitalizes.
Pass to Buzelis. Here's the 3. And yes, another basket. That's 62 points. 62.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
Here's Thomas. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Well, you know, Thomas knows that in order to be a great scorer, you have to be able to get to the line.
Well, Grant, for a late first-round pick, Cam Thomas is a certified bucket.
Yeah, B.A., he's got every shot in the book. And he's still rounding out the other aspects of his game. But if you need to score, that he can provide.
And that one's good. Knox.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view,
Oh, the power from Thomas. A well-built 2.
Well, that's a fantastic view there from the AT&T Connected Cam. To the left wing. 3-pointer, Buzelis. Milwaukee with the rebound. Trent with room to shoot. Gets an open look and hits it.
Unfortunately for them, they're still going to come up short. You wish they'd shown this kind of fight earlier.
yeah, you know, I agree with you. They waited too long to finally ramp themselves up.
3-pointer, Buzelis gets the 3 ball to go.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
So it's the Bulls winning this one easily. To walk into